Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Chat and Vibe series for the upcoming Vitality Festival, which is starting on October the 31st. We've got 9 incredible days, all free, all virtual, and we've got leading experts in the health and wellness field to help educate you, support you, and inspire you through these really crazy times. And today, we're really excited to have Simmi, the aromatherapist, with us. How are you, Simmi?
I'm great now. Thanks, Tanya.
That's great. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your journey and how you got to be doing what you're doing today?
Well, my journey began about 30 years ago with aromatherapy. I think it was a time when no one even knew what essential oils were, and I just remember always having to explain what an aromatherapist is and what an aromatherapist does and what even essential oils are. But it began for me when I was running a cafe restaurant and all sorts of long hours into the night and very hardworking. 12-hour days, 14-hour days, that sort of thing. And my sleep was becoming disrupted. So someone bought me a bottle of, I didn't even know what, and said, just put a couple of drops in the bath. And that night started my journey. I had my first night of full, beautiful, blissful sleep. And I just went, what's the magic? So I had to go more. And then I started attending the first people that pioneered it in Australia, Karen and Judith White within Essence, and attended their day workshops. And then I went, I needed more. So I started studying the diploma, which was a year-long course then. And it's just been growing and evolving from that point on.
Oh, I've known you for quite some time, and as long as I've known you, you've always been Simmi the aromatherapist. I mean, it's so synonymous with your name, and I love the fact that the sleep deprivation is what brought you to essential oils, because I think so many people right now with what's going on, they're really having troubles to find a way to get to sleep. So can you explain just a little bit, how is it that you can use aromatherapy oils to help you with something like sleep? And I know there's so many other uses, but how does it sort of all work?
So I'm finding, especially with my clients, sleep is a really big health challenge for them, regardless of the pandemic and the COVID restrictions and lockdown. But it's become even more apparent for them because there's no structure to their day and they're working from home. So it's hard to distinguish between working from home and, switching off to, do what they have to do for the evening. And so the way I think essential oils are so marvelous, they're just such an enjoyable therapy. So, it's wonderful. I can just say to someone, your prescription is to have an aromatic bath. And that is so easy to be compliant with and enjoyable. So I usually teach on a Wednesday wellness. I tell my clients we start with a bath, an aromatic medicine bath, I call it. And we utilize the essential oils that are relaxing, obviously, for the nervous system. So they will help reduce the cortisol and the adrenal hormones and just really download the day and just really soothe the nervous system.
Love that. The prescription to be told to have a bath. I absolutely love my baths. I would be very compliant. I think that's wonderful. More people should be prescribing that. And what other ways do you suggest to people that they use essential oils?
I really try and educate people on creating an aromatic lifestyle. So rather than waiting for that health challenge to occur, use essential oils and aromatherapy as a preventative measure. And because it's holistic, it deals with the the emotions, and it deals with the body, and it deals with just your inner essence almost, and because it treats everything, it helps bring balance and homeostasis for that person. So they're more resilient, and their immune system's stronger, so they're not getting sick as often, or they're not reacting to life. They're more, just responding rather than reacting. So I really aim for everybody in the world to start their day with an aromatic body boost blend, and then layer it throughout the day with different things, either it be diffusing while you're studying, or diffusing next to your bed and that sort of thing, just to create an ambience for yourself.
And I love it, because all essential oils, they come from plants and herbs and flowers. Is that right?
Yeah, they come from different parts of the plant kingdom. So the woods, the herbs, the spices, the resins from trees, there's from leaves like eucalyptus. And what's really important, even though they are natural, doesn't mean they're always safe. So the word natural doesn't mean, they're all safe to ingest or use during pregnancy. So it's good to have an awareness and do a little bit of research on some of the contraindications.
I think that's where your skill is so important, because you've got such an idea of all the different combinations and permutations of using oils. And you're right. I mean, some berries, if you just pick them off a tree, they can potentially, really cause some harm.
Sure.
And I know, for example, my son once decided, because he liked the smell of cinnamon, he'd put that all over his body. Didn't actually go down so well. And tell me about it with what people you're seeing at the moment. You're talking about sleep. What other, ailments have people been presenting that you've been able to help them with aromatherapy?
The thing that's most prominent, that stands out for me, is anxiety. Every woman and client that I'm seeing, there's a lot of anxiety, and they're feeling really uncertain. And that's what anxiety is, either your perception of something that's real or not real, and you're responding to it with your nervous system, and you're going into fight or flight, or, rather than the digest and rest sort of mode. So everyone's like on alert, waiting for the next announcement, or hearing aeroplanes above their home, or drones flying over. I mean, it's quite crazy. I mean, especially in Melbourne, but it is easing up. But I have overseas clients as well, and they're also experiencing the anxiousness of, just, it's an unknown territory, and we don't know what it's like. There's a new normal, but I'm not sure. People are trying to navigate their way through the new normal. And, I think it's really challenging for people, especially being told what to do. If you're a bit of a rebel.
Absolutely. And so, one of the things that you'll be covering in your talk is using essential oils effectively and also really safely. I think that's really important for people to know, that there is safety in terms of the way that you use the oils. And I think also some of the brands of oils, there's a lot of talk that goes on with that. So will you be helping people to understand that in your talk?
I think I'll need to mention a few sort of guidelines. I'd like to mention some guidelines, just to keep everyone on track and on the same page. And obviously, I want everyone to be using aromatherapy, but I also want them to be using them so not to create any adverse reactions or sensitivities and things like that, to avoid all that sort of thing.
Yeah, love it. Tell me, so through this time, what have you found to be one of your own main challenges, and how have you navigated through that?
The challenges for me personally is the lack of hugging. I don't get to hug my friends. I haven't been able to see, the biggest thing, I haven't been able to see a new grandchild being born. And, it's great to be a nana and I want to enjoy that experience, but I haven't been able to meet him except by Zoom. So that's what's been hard.
And how have you found yourself sort of navigating through that?
Well, there have been some tears, I must admit. And there's also been lots of FaceTime with my two grandchildren, and I'm watching him grow. We've been in lockdown for 6-7 months. So he was born 2 months ago. He's already 2 months. Like, I can't even believe it. And she's 2, and so many changes have happened. And I just, yesterday I watched his first smile, every nana wants to be there to go, enjoy the joys of it all, but that's how it goes. So how I've navigated it is I've actually had to increase my own self-care and really nourish myself, either it be with longer aromatic baths, and also I've got my diffuser on in different rooms, and it just, for bed, I've really amped it up with the essential oils in the diffuser next to my bed, definitely. And I put it on actually like an hour before, and then I close the doors, and then I walk in, and there's just this Simmi sanctuary going on. I just walk in and I'm just surrounded by aromas that really make me just reconnect and breathe and just feel good. I feel good. Yeah. I'm in my world.
I must say, I get that from essential oils. It really brings you home, because even that you walk into a room and you can smell it. You stop and you smell, that invitation in through the sense of smell, and you pause for that moment. And sometimes
it brings you to the present, and that's what it's all about. Just finding the good in the present, finding those little moments of joy, and just enjoying it. I love it.
I love it. I'm a huge fan of the essential oils. Yes, you do know. And I can't recommend Simmi enough. I've known her for a very long time, and she's really well researched, and she's an amazing aromatherapist. So
Thank you.
That's okay. So I encourage you to go along to her workshop. She'll be presenting at the Vitality Festival. We've got incredible speakers who are there to educate you and inform you on so many different levels. So please, there's a link below which you can join, register. Just click on the link. And if you want to find out about anything that Simmi's doing, I'll also include a link there, and you can see all the incredible things that she's up to, which is absolutely fantastic. So Simmi, we wish you all the best. Thank you so much for being a part of the festival.
Part of this. You've done an amazing job pulling this together during this time.
Thank you, and we'll see you soon.
See you later, Alligator. Bye.